All right. Can you hear me again, Aaron?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, this is the bonus episode of the Motor City FC head coach Aaron Byrd episode. We experienced a little technical difficulties, but we got a couple last quick questions for Aaron before we let him go. So we were talking about Hurley Field, and you're talking about Berkeley being a nice, great area for people to go out and have. There's restaurants and nice atmosphere. Do you have any last thoughts on that before asking a couple other questions real quick?
I was just saying that, I'm excited about it because, the ability to bring a lot of our kids that we train in our program, like I said, when we train about 700 a week, we want it to be a family-oriented environment to where these the families can bring their kids out, the kids can interact with the girls. And like DJ touched on is, it'd be fun to watch some of these national team players and see the level of them, see where they go and see how they grow. And if I'm a 10-year-old kid that, is down on the field and I get to talk to so-and-so that's on the U20, 23 national team after the game and they end up getting drafted pro, that's a pretty cool experience for me that I got to talk to them. And that's, we want to make our players available to them. And, we understand that soccer in this community is only going to grow if we give back to it. So we want the girls to be able to interact with all the fans that are there and make it a fun experience.
Yeah, I saw that was on your website. I think I read that the players will all be available after the game to chat with fans. Is that how it is?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, great. Well, that'll be a fun experience for everyone involved. I guess we were wondering also, what are the long-term goals for Motor City? Has the owner discussed with you like a multi-year plan, or is it kind of a year-by-year thing where you take it one step at a time and see how things go?
You know what I mean? With my current situation with our business and our stuff like that, I took it on a one year basis to see, I've got a wife and 2 kids, and I like I said, we train 700 kids a week, so I'm on the field 6 days a week usually minimum, and then in the summer we've got 5 straight weeks of summer camps that bring in over about 2,000 kids. So like it was something added to my plate that I think I might have told you this before. The reason I kind of took the job was the opportunity to work with 3 of my longest tenured kids that I've watched them since they were 9 years old, 9, 10, 11, 12, watched them grow up, helped adapt them, like great relationships with them, was finally like our opportunity to not only just train together, but for me to coach them and do that. So I took that job specifically for 3 of these kids, thinking this will be a fun summer for us all. And then every single one of them, all 3 tore their ACL in the spring.
Oh.
So I don't have any of them, and they're all bummed about it, but they're all going to stay on board and kind of help out. So, long-term goals is right now I just want to see how this year goes and see how it goes with, my family and how it affects our business, because at the end of the day, my business is what supports my family. So, if it's something I can make them both work, then the long-term goals him and I will discuss at the end of this year and say, 1, were you happy with the job? Were you satisfied with the product? And 2, how did the year go for us? And then see if there's if I find out it's something that did work, then yeah, maybe it's something I'm involved with on a more full-time role down the road. And I do believe that, his goals are eventually to bring a NWSL team here.
Well, that'd be great if this was like the starting point for a team to come up there, especially if you get the same brand and you build up a fan base and really get to take them from the bottom to the top, so to speak.
And it's a great, I lost, and to be fair, I'm looking at our roster now. I lost 4 players that were all national team players, not the full national team, but our youth, U20s, U23s. I lost 4 players that I had committed to come in this summer because at the last minute, Washington offered them opportunity to play with the WPSL, but also train with the NWSL team. And if I'm a national team player and I got the opportunity to train in the Pro Women's League,
Mm-hmm.
That's a selling point. So you got an NWSL team here. I mean, we can start bringing in players from anywhere. It's an open market because that's a selling point to girls that are looking to play at that next level, the opportunity to, feed feeder system to that team and to be able to train with them is big.
Yeah, and not to make you depressed or anything, but I know the commissioner told me in my interview with him last time that a couple more of the NWSL teams are looking to put in more WPSL level teams. So there's more competition, I guess, on that front as well.
For sure.
So,
And you know what I mean? And that goes to my point. I mean, that goes 100% to the point I made earlier is there's a lot of talent in the women's game, a lot of talent. I mean, and it's, we had 2 players drafted in that NWSL draft that I've worked with, Mallory Weaver being the one, and then we had Summer Green who got drafted.
By Seattle, yeah.
Yep. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, and I know I'm biased towards my players, but I'm looking at those 2 that got drafted. I could say I got 5 more that could have gone in those top 40 picks because I know I've seen these girls play with these girls. I've seen them play against, and I'm like, I think you look at someone like Summer Green, she could have been a top 10 pick. Right? I mean, as talented as she is and the career she's had, I mean, whoever, Seattle getting her at wherever they got her, 30, 36, somewhere in there, got a steal like that. I mean, maybe even 40, they got her at a great value. And, she comes back healthy, and, we're about to start rehab with her here in a couple weeks. She comes back healthy. That's a huge, huge pickup for them. And like I said, all these NWSL teams adding teams just shows how much talent there is out there on the women's side.
Great. Yeah. I guess just to wrap up here, I know last year the team went 9-1-1 and won their regional division, but fell in the regional tournament to what I think you guys lost to the Chicago Red Stars reserves, who eventually went on to win. So, is there a specific prediction you guys have for 2016? Are you looking to go one step further? And I know I just found out the finals are going to be held in Columbus, so that would be a really short trip down from Detroit for a lot of the fans. Yeah, for me too.
For you, us. Well, hopefully we're there. I mean, we're planning on it. That's our objective. But you know what? This is where we look at where kids are in their career, and you try to remember that these are kids. And like I said, I want them to have fun, and I want them to learn and show who they are as people and this and that. That game we played against Chicago, right? The game we played against Chicago, we had 7 of our starters, 7 starters that were at Faster Horses that weekend, right? So we still put together a good team, and we ended up losing 2-0, and Chicago was very good. I mean, not taking anything away from them, but it's like, you're trying to make summer plans for these games, and you've got kids saying, all right, well, I can't make this weekend because I'm going to be in, I'll be up north. I can't make this weekend because my family's going to Florida. I can't make this weekend. And, those are the types of things why it helps to have a deep roster and it helps to have depth, because you want these kids to be kids, and it's their summer, and they want to enjoy this, and you want to do that. But at the end of the day, the ones that truly want to play professionally, the ones that want to make a career out of this game are going to make the sacrifices, and they're the ones that are going to be there at the end of the day. And, that's what we'll find throughout this. So, kids choosing to go to Faster Horses, no problem. Like, it's a fun environment. It's an exciting thing. You wanted to do it, great. But, the ones that wanted to stay, wanted to do that, wanted to play are the ones that are there. And you go to battle with those kids, and those are the ones you hope to win with.
Great. That's all the questions that we had for you. This has been a very fascinating interview for me personally, really getting into the development side of it and discussing all that side of the game. That's something that I really love talking about. So I really appreciate you coming on and chatting with me and DJ. And I told everyone on the video that he and I would be going to the home opener against Steel City on May 22nd. So,
well, let me come introduce yourself when you get there, and we'll make sure the experience is good for you. I'll let them know. Let me know. Let's touch base before you come down, and like I said, we'll take care of you guys when you get there.
Awesome.
Maybe we can do a story after with some of the players or something like that.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. I'm waiting on my season ticket right now, actually. So
Nice.
I'm excited to head up there this summer. So I think we'll wrap up there. So thanks again for chatting with me. And
no problem. Thanks for bringing
we'll
me on. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Aaron.
All right. Bye.